Welcome to Musical Miles, the podcast where every mile has a melody and every song has a story. We're your hosts, Byron and Shanda Duffin, traveling the highways and backroads of America to sit down with songwriters, artists, and music makers who bring the soundtrack of our lives to life. From dive bars and listening rooms to legendary stages and music festivals, we go where the music is made, because every song has a journey and every artist has a story worth telling. So climb in, buckle up, and join us for another unforgettable ride. This is Musical Miles.
When I die, my only regret will probably just be being dead. Missing out on all the funeral pies, the guitar picking in the Lone Star Light, and hearing all the lies about how good I was. I wonder if anybody will remember my name. If they don't, my mama's potato salad would be to blame. I can see them now, just gathered around like a bunch of stone squirrels with their tongues hanging out, saying, "Oh my God, Tyann, what is in this?" Well, you see, this world is a wild and crazy place, but it can't be quite as crazy as up there in space. You see a pretty shooting star, I see a comet crashing into Mars and stomping his ass like he owed him money. Ain't nothing wrong in seeing the good, sometimes it's just a little harder to see. So what do you do when the powder is wet? Well, looky here, friend, they call this a bayonet. That's a metaphor, if you couldn't tell. It means quit your whining and make something of yourself, because after all, we are all dying. And I've seen too many people just waste away, just like ships in the harbor on a calm, cool day. There's so much out there that you gotta see. I've seen it all, so take it from me. The essence of nature truly is all around us, and damn it, it's beautiful. Go on, man, tell me, what's it gonna be? You gonna stare in them haunted waters, or you gonna head on out to sea? Time's a wasting, the clock's ticking, the sun's burning out, and before you know it, someone's making potato salad.
Oh, yeah. Mr. Zachaaron, welcome to Musical Miles Podcast. Thanks for that song. You know what? I'm glad you played that one for me, because when I was listening to your music, trying to be prepared for this, I love that song. That's a great song. What motivated you to write that?
Well, it started...
Slide that in a little bit closer to you, if you would.
I was in Illinois visiting some distant family. I got a great aunt that lives out there, and they had a little backyard barbecue going. And her father-in-law came up to her and asked if she made the potato salad. And she said, yeah. He said, "I want you to make it at my funeral." And he said, if the potato salad's good at your funeral, no one will remember your name. And then he just walked off. And she was kind of like taken aback by it and didn't really like that he said that, And I'm over there writing it down. And then I get to drive and just thinking about death and, people I've lost in my life, of dying eventually myself, and that and like a few other things kind of inspired that song. Yeah.
Well, I love it. And there's a lot of truth to that. And funny that you said that, because we had the pleasure of interviewing Dean Dillon a while back, and Dean said he would go sit in bars and just listen to what people would say and write it down. And so the fact that you're at a backyard barbecue and somebody now you threw in a name, mom's name. Is that your mom's name?
Tyann, yeah.
Tyann is your mom's name.
She hates that I put her name in that song.
I love it.
She's like, people always ask me about my potato salad. And wasn't even my potato salad in your song.
Oh, that's funny. That's a great story. Yeah. That's why we do this podcast, Zach, is to get those stories. We want to know the story behind the songs. Mm. But we appreciate you doing this. We're in Gillette, Wyoming at the Dusty Vaquerodays. What a cool event. You just got here this morning, right? Or did you get here last night?
Yesterday, yeah.
Did you get here? So you were there last night for the music?
Yeah.
Oh,
it
yeah.
sounds amazing.
Oh, yeah. What a cool event. Well, the coolest thing about this, and we just got the chance to sit down with JB Zelke, who's the producer and promoter of this event. And what's cool about it is that everybody on this bill is involved somehow, some way in the ag or the livestock industry. You are a Texan, live in just close to Houston. What,
Yeah.
Cleveland? Or where are you
Yeah,
at?
Cleveland, Liberty County, Cleveland, Tarkington Prairie is the actual town.
Okay.
But, we get our mail in Cleveland. But I just moved in January to Central Texas to get around that music scene out there.
Okay, so are you around Austin then, New
Yeah,
Braunfels?
Canyon Lake.
Oh, what beauty! That hill country is so cool.
Yeah, I love it out there. So
We got the chance. Well, we were gonna try and interview you when we were down there in October of 24, and we didn't get close enough. You know, that country's so vast.
Yeah, y'all were covering some.
Well,
ground.
I mean, you can, and some of that West Texas country is so big, you can watch your dog run away for 2 days and so flat. But we love that music scene down there. But we got introduced to you by a mutual friend, J.W. Kirkham, J.W. and Liz Kirkham. When we started the podcast, JW saw one of my posts on social media. And he goes, Byron, you need to interview Zachaaron. And I'm like, okay, who is he? Just line me up. So we did. We started texting, and it just never happened because you're a good 3 hours. Isn't it probably close to 3 hours from Houston or where Cleveland up to New Braunfels, Austin area?
Between Houston and New Braunfels, it's 3-4 hours.
Yeah, it's a jaunt. And of course, there's a lot of that country you got to go through 400 little towns to get anywhere.
And it's a nightmare driving around Houston anyways.
Yeah. Well, and we have, and my goal eventually was to get with you. Fortunately, we got to do it here, which is cool. But we've known Lyle Lovett for a long time. And Lyle has finally agreed to sit down with me. And we got to hang out with him last July in Idaho during his concert in Idaho Falls.
I want to meet him so bad.
Oh, he's such a cool dude. I'm telling you, he is so cool. And some of my favorite songs ever, one of my favorite songs that he plays is the Guy Clark song, Step Inside This House. I don't know if you know that song.
Yeah, because Guy had forgotten about that song until Lyle played it on stage.
And Guy told him, he said, I wish you'd quit playing that. Yeah. He didn't like it. Because supposedly that was the very first song Guy ever wrote.
Really? Okay.
That's the way Lyle tells the story. Yeah. I've heard it told on. And I said to him in last July, I said, my two favorite songs, you didn't play them. And he goes, which ones? And I said, well, the Guy Clark, Step Inside This House, and the Front Porch Song, which I love that song.
Yeah.
But him and Robert Earl wrote that together, but they sing a very different version of it.
It is very different. Yeah.
Very different.
Lyle definitely, any cover he does, he definitely makes
he puts his spin on
big
it.
Time.
Such a cool guy. And I mean, just as we've had the opportunity to hang out with him backstage 3 times after his shows.
That's awesome.
And so eventually we're going to get a chance to sit down. My wife's sort of looking at me. Pocatello, Idaho Falls, and Idaho Falls.
Yeah. Hell, you got to talk to Tris Munsick. He worked for Lyle.
Tris did?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't get to meet Tris last night. I met Sam yesterday, but I didn't know Tris worked for Lyle.
Oh, yeah. He started Colts for him for a while.
See, that's how I met Lyle. So this is my connection with Lyle. So I spent 13 years in the cowboy rope business. We also manufactured a saddle pad called the One Pad. And Tim McQuay trained Lyle's reining horses. And I sponsored Tim McQuay. He rode our saddle pads, him and Dale Hendricks, another Idaho boy that lives in Texas. Anyway, I was in Katy at the NRBC.
Yeah.
At the great, what do they call it? The Great Western Equestrian Center there in Katy.
Yeah.
Cool place. Anyway, and Lyle was there, and Tim McQuay introduced me to him.
Nice.
So 20 years later, he's coming to Idaho Falls to do a show, and I follow him on social media, and I sent him a message. I said, hey, I see you're coming to Idaho Falls. We're going to be at your show. I said, you won't remember this, but Tim McQuay introduced us in Katy, Texas at the NRBC. And I said, we hope we get to see you and at least say hello. 20 minutes later, I get a message back. It says, Byron, love to see you and catch up. Backstage passes will be waiting for you at the front door. And he's been that way ever since. And he'd say, do you need tickets? No, Lyle, I already bought my tickets. Well, how many people do you want to come backstage with you? I mean,
that's awesome.
He's just a prince.
Yeah, that's great.
So
I've always heard he's a really, really nice dude.
But at some point, we're going to get back down there. And he said, next time you come to Texas, let's set it up and we'll we'll try and make it happen.
That's awesome.
So, anyway, but no, it's been a lot of fun to get to meet all these different artists and how the connections get made.
Yeah.
I tell everybody, give us 5 minutes, we'll connect the dots,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, for
So
sure.
with JW and Liz, that they've just been, I kind of helped get him in the rope business. So anyway, but
I don't know if he's thanking you or cussing you for that.
well, I don't know, probably so. Well, let's talk about your music. So how'd you kind of get started?
Yeah, I got a weird story with all that. I didn't grow up playing music. Like I was in band for a year in 5th grade, and then quit doing that. And I grew up. My dad would have a couple Chris Ledoux tapes in his truck, and then the radio. And that's all I knew that existed.
Right.
And long story longer, after high school, I started working a construction job. And a guy I was working with played guitar, and I was like, hell, I'll buy an electric guitar. I'll be your lead guitar player. I didn't know shit about guitar, So I bought an $80 electric guitar, and I was like, okay, now what,
Well, you got to have an amp now.
Yeah,
Let's plug it into something.
And so he showed me, G, C, and D, and I'm just like slowly getting obsessed, and it took me over definitely. So, there was days where I was playing for 10 hours, if I'd get off of work and then just play until it was time to go to bed, And my dad actually, I was still living at my parents' house at the time, and he would make me go out on the porch because he didn't want to listen to it because it sounded like shit. So, and I didn't sing, or any of that, and so then I started trying to sing a little bit, and I was very shy, quiet dude my whole life.
Right.
People hear me sing now that knew me from high school, and they can't believe it, it's so far of a stretch, but and it just kind of snowballed. I went to the Air Force 6 months after high school. Had a guitar. I was playing guitar all the time. I went to Korea. Found some other guys that played music, and we started a band. We were awful, but all our buddies would go and we'd play all the hooches on bass, and we'd get to drink for free.
Sure.
And that really solidified my want to pursue music in Korea, which is kind of an oddball, story. But so then I got out, bought me a repoed trailer, put it on an acre of land, and just started living the songwriter lifestyle. Worked wherever I could, building fence, whatever. That was back in Tarkington. I bought a place back home.
Okay.
And I was based out of there until this past January. I moved to Canyon Lake.
Okay.
I bounced around a couple different places. I sold my house during COVID. Whole nother story. That's when I was really going to hit music full time. And then COVID happened.
And then COVID happened
Yeah.
and screwed so many artists. Yeah.
So that's when I went to work for JW in the rope shop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
then, I'm probably bouncing around a lot. I got
No,
an
that's
erratic
okay.
story.
No, that's okay. We it all ties together at some point.
Yeah. So that's kind of how I got in my.
Okay. Did you do any voice training at all?
I did because I couldn't sing at all, and it's kind of embarrassing to say, but I wanted to sing Simple Man so bad that I would just scream that song And I was like, how do people do this? I couldn't figure it out. And then somebody told me to get a keyboard, and I had this old shitty keyboard that my grandma had, and my mom gave it to me, and I kept it in my barracks room when I was in the Air Force, and I would just follow my voice up and down those keys, and I was slowly building my range.
Okay.
And I literally did that every day for 5 years. And it's I'm seriously, I was nerding out on this thing. I was like, I'm going to learn how to sing Simple Man, And I did. So that I did that forever, and I just built up.
You got to where you could sing Simple Man.
I learned how to sing, I wasn't born with a gift, as they say,
Sure.
I was born with a gift of hard work and determination. So
that's a plus.
Yeah.
Yeah, in any aspect of life, whether it's and you're also a horseshoer, so that's what's kept you from starving to death in between the music gigs, right?
Yep. Past 3 years, I went to shoeing school 3 years ago in Bozeman, and
oh, you did?
Because I still had the GI Bill from the Air Force, and they would pay for the school. So I wanted to be self-employed, make my own schedule, so that I can tour more.
Oh, absolutely.
So that's why I went to shoeing school.
Have you met Jared Morris?
Yeah, I met him in Turkey. I was down there for the Hotel Turkey Cowboy Fandango, and he was playing.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
he's a shoer
He's
as
a really
well.
good shoer, yeah.
And a podcaster as well.
Yeah, he's
So
kind of getting out of it because his music's doing pretty good.
Oh,
it
his
seems
music's
like.
great. Well,
Yeah.
he is one of those deals, and it's interesting. You know, we our true love of music is live music. There's no replacing a live music experience. Even this, I mean, hearing you play that song on the Spotify or wherever I listen to it is not the same as in person. I have a much better appreciation for live music than I do.
For sure.
And Jared's one of those guys. We listened to Jared. He was playing in Boise. We got in the truck and we were headed over there, and Shanda and I were listening to his music, and it was good.
Yeah.
I liked his album, but live,
I've seen him live. It's killer.
that guy's amazing.
He did a cover of the Master's Call, and I was blown
Well,
away.
he does some covers. What's
He didn't
the
sing anything.
yeah? What's the
Yeah.
cover he does of the female singer she's an R&B pop singer. I knew I'd screw this up.
Is it
Anyway,
Whitney Houston or something?
no, not Whitney. She's still alive. This one, and anyway, but nonetheless, he just is fantastic. And he said, people say, well, "Did you write that?"
Yeah.
no, but he puts his own spin on it,
He
right?
does, yeah.
You know, kind of like Lyle Lovett, you know. But anyway, no, it was very, very cool to get to see him, you know, do that. And of course he shoes a lot of horses, and his wife's a barrel horse trainer. So
Oh, yeah?
so he was. I said, well, you can't ever quit,
Yeah,
totally
so
quit, because
he's not.
you're not getting out of this alive.
Yeah,
You're going to
right.
have to shoe your wife's horses.
Right.
Anyway, no, and the cool thing about this event here at Dusty Vaquero Days is that everybody here has to be somehow, some way involved in the livestock or ag industry.
Yeah.
Which I thought was cool.
It's super cool. I don't know that there's another.
I don't think there's anything
festival
like it.
Yeah.
No, and even there are some festivals that, you know, people that are, you know, play cowboy music or Western music, but they're not cowboys.
Right. Yeah.
You know, so
For sure.
anyway, that's what's cool about this. So we talked earlier too, before we got started here, about your time. You've spent some time doing some touring in Europe. Tell us about that.
It was awesome. I've been twice so far. Played a couple weeks in the Netherlands.
Right.
The Netherlands.
Netherlands. Huh?
And it was awesome. I bumped into J.D. Graham at the Dripping Spring Songwriter Festival, and we kind of stayed in touch. And I was telling him, I'm going to Europe this year. I don't care if I lose my ass. I'm doing it. You know, and we kind of brainstormed how to get over there. Kept hitting dead ends, you know. And finally, he reached out to a friend of his from back in the day, Johan Dolenkamp, and he runs a record store over there. And he was able to put us in contact with somebody who was able to book us a tour.
Oh, cool.
We finally got to do it. And, the beer is amazing over there.
How many dates did you do?
There was, I think the first time we did, maybe 10 in 2 weeks. Maybe. And then the second tour was about the same, 10, maybe 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, within a 2-week span.
Well, we've met JD and had the honor and privilege of having him on the podcast as well. What a talented artist, and what a story!
I know,
mean,
right?
Oh my God! You know, if people haven't listened to that episode of this podcast or don't know who JD Graham is, and he makes no bones about it. He's a recovering addict. He was a pill popper, but he was in an accident when someone lost their life, and he did 6 years in the Arizona State Pen for manslaughter. But it sobered him up, and he wrote his very first sober living songs. Razor Wire Sunrise, what a beautiful song that is.
For real.
And just his story. I mean, my gosh, you know, and one of coming back, you know, and then here just a couple months ago, he was in a horrible accident,
Really bad.
going across New Mexico, and damn near lost his life in that. But he's on the mend. And have you talked to him lately?
I text him here and there.
I need to check in with him. I know I follow him on social media, and I see he's making some recoveries, back to playing a little bit. I don't know if he's performing yet, but
I saw he's got a show at the Bird's Nest in North Carolina.
oh wow,
I forget when it is, but it's scheduled, so he's going to try to get out. And do
I know Courtney Patton. There was a bunch of people really in the music industry stepped up and helped him.
Yeah, I got to go out
Financially.
there and play that.
Oh, did you go do
deal
that
Courtney put
with
on
Courtney?
in Fort Worth? Yeah.
Would love to. There's another gal we'd love to sit down with someday
Yeah.
and visit. She's such
She's
a
a
talent.
hoot.
We've seen her. We've seen her live. Saw her in Key West
Yeah.
at Mile Zero Fest with. Come on,
Jamie Lynn Wilson.
Jamie Lynn.
Yeah, yeah.
Jamie Lynn's going to be in Idaho this year at the BBR.
Nice.
So we were supposed to interview Jamie Lynn last year at the Jackalope Fest
Yeah.
in Pendleton, Oregon, and for reasons unmentioned, we just didn't make it out there. So we knew we were going to get another chance at some point. We'd
For
get
sure.
to sit down with her.
Yeah.
But we're looking forward to seeing her. We've seen her
She's
live several
incredible.
times. She's so talented.
Yeah.
And what a life that girl's got. I want to hear how she manages being a mom and raising kids and performing and writing and singing and doing what she does.
Yeah, I was hanging around with a mutual friend of ours, a drummer named Nooch, and I went to one of their shows, and she was backstage with a newborn. Had her mom there helping her.
Oh,
She got
yeah.
up, put on a hell of a show, and then
Yeah,
got
I've
off
seen
stage and went back to mom mode.
some of these moms that have been able to do that. Jenny Tolman's another one. I don't know if you know
Yeah.
Jenny. She's a Nashville songwriter. She was on CBS The Road with Olivia Harms.
Yeah.
And she's got a little boy and her husband's I guess a heck of a producer, and then a singer-songwriter from Montana, Joe Smith. She goes by a girl named Joe now, but so talented, and same deal. We did an interview with her, and she's got a brand new baby. How old was that baby? Maybe 6 weeks, something like that. And Miss Shenda's producing and holding the baby.
Yeah.
And she's worried, and I'm like, man, we've raised 4 kids and 9 grandkids. We're okay. She's got this. Trust me, she can handle it. So.
That's fair.
And she's raised me, so.
Yeah. Still doing it, huh?
Yeah, still doing it. Still doing it. Well, so are you going to try and go back to Europe again?
This year, I'll just take off because Martine, the guy that did the booking, he said he was going through some stuff and he just wanted to take a year off because it's a lot of work for him for sure.
Oh, I'm sure.
And he doesn't make money doing it.
Sure.
So
Sure.
Next year, I'm going to go and I'm going to try to expand a little bit, maybe get into the UK and Iceland. And
Yeah.
bounce
Well,
around
that those guys over there love America. Walt Wilkins tours over there quite a bit. He does a trip, I think, about every year.
I played one of the places that he plays when he goes over there, and that is probably my favorite venue to play.
Really?
It's Rosenknopje, or is how you say it? I forget.
Oh, I can imagine how.
It's hard.
Listen,
to say.
I've only been to Europe
A lot
one
of
time,
phlegm.
and I did the Netherlands and Germany, and Denmark, and I was in another life. I was in the ag industry and in the equipment, so we went over there for a big ag show, and got to go tour some farms and stuff in Europe. It's really cool, very interesting.
Really good looking pastures over there.
Oh yeah, they got some great pastures, but even their potatoes, and that's kind of where I came from. And so but they all use these big $1 million self-propelled potato harvesters because you can't drag a harvester with a tractor through those fields because they're so swampy. Just a whole different way of farming. But it's cool to go see that. But I'm thankful I live where I live.
For sure.
The American West is hard to beat.
Yeah, everything's so compact over there.
Oh yeah. I mean, you can drive across most of those countries in a matter of a few hours, and you can't drive across Texas in 2 days.
Right.
Yeah. So
it's pretty crazy.
So are you? How many gigs you trying to do a year? Just depend, or
I don't even keep track. I just try to. I'll get a show and use that as an anchor date, and then I'll build a tour around it. And I just kind of.
So are you doing all your own booking and stuff too?
Yeah. Well. Probably 80% of it.
Sure.
I've got a friend. She's actually here. She's helped me out with a lot of the Northwest stuff, get me into some places, and so even up here, I handle a lot of the booking up here, and she just kind of as it comes in, she'll help me out and stuff. And she's got me some really good.
Have you done anything
gigs.
in Idaho at all? I
played at I forget the name of it in Chalice, Idaho. It was a tiny little bar. I played there on a
Roadhouse.
Maybe.
Well, the Roadhouse is a big bar. It's cool. It's
kind of real dark, low ceiling place.
No. Shayla's?
Shayla's. I played there a long time ago, when I had first started touring.
Sure.
And she was like, because back in the day, I would just send out 200 messages and get 2 back. And I'd be like, okay, I'm playing there. And I would just go work and I'd save up money.
Yeah.
And then I'd hit the road. I lost my ass for 10 years. But
sure. But you got some road dog experience.
Though, right?
Yeah.
but I played there on a Monday, and like literally, not a single person showed up.
Oh, you're kidding.
Which has only happened to me a few times.
Yeah.
And then I was traveling around with a different road dog, and she took a big shit on the stage, so it was a mess. But I don't know if her name was Shayla or Shyla, but what was it again?
I think it's Shayla's, but it might be wrong.
She was super nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, we didn't make any money.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
that
hit
happens.
the road again.
Well, if you're ever...
I played in Salmon, too, sorry.
You played in Salmon?
Yeah.
Well, if you're ever up that way and you need, something to make something work, we're doing Olivia Harms is playing here tonight, Cody tomorrow, Lewistown, Montana on Sunday, and
the Stockyard Bar up there.
I don't know where she's playing in Lewistown, but she's playing our backyard on Monday.
Nice.
So if you're ever coming through and you got a spot, we always got a bed and a warm meal.
Shoot,
and
I'm always coming through. So
you holler at us anytime because we're more than happy to put you up. And if we can make it work, we'll put on a little backyard concert.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
And worst case scenario, or there's some venues around that we might be able to
shoot you.
Yeah, help you get into. So
I'm always looking for a new spot.
Yeah, well, Idaho's there's a lot of talent up there. Obviously the Bronze are there, and they put on that. The BBR is such a cool deal. I don't know if you've been up there for that ever, but
I have not made it up there yet.
It's always in
August.
August.
I'm gonna try to swing through this year. I think I got one day where I could possibly make it work.
Oh, cool. Yeah, it's they've got a great lineup this year.
It's July, right?
No, August.
August.
Yeah. Shandell looked the dates up for sure, but Jamie Lynn's going to be there. Bruce Robinson's going to be there.
Oh, hell
yeah. Hayes Carl's going to be there. Yeah, they got such a great. Of course, Cody Canada is there every year. Yeah. I think Cody's been there 20 plus years in a row. So 6th, 7th, and 8th of August.
Cool. Yeah, I think I'm going from Montana to Washington, and I got a day where I can stop in. And see.
Well, cool. We'll be there, so we'd love to. Yeah, holler out. We'll
for sure
go buy you beer or something.
That'll work.
Yeah, we're usually doing our interviews in the clubhouse because it's on a golf course. So they have a permanent stage there they built years ago on the driving range.
Oh yeah,
and so all the people sit kind of going downhill towards the stage. It's cool. Yeah, it's just a cool deal. And then everybody comes and plays golf and just has a big time. So Muzzy, he's out there on the golf course every morning. So
nice. I haven't got to see him yet.
You haven't never seen him play? Have you met him? Never met him. What a guy.
Yeah.
Did you meet Kip Attaway yet? He's
no,
here.
I did not know that he wrote Rock Springs of Cheyenne.
Oh my God, yeah, that's a true
story. They were
story.
just saying that out there.
That's a true story.
Well, I know it because I came through that stretch in the middle of winter one time in that damn transit van I got, that mid-roof transit van, and these 18-wheelers just sliding off the road, and I'm white-knuckling it for 2 hours.
Yeah.
That was a nightmare.
I'm telling you, that is some tough country. We came through when we went to Texas, when we were down there supposed to meet up with you. We're on our way home in October and got in a hell of a blizzard out there. And it was a little sketchy. Yeah. So
I started playing that song when that was happening.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, this is it.
Well, it was funny, Mickey and the Motor Cars, they play it a lot.
Yeah, that's where I first heard it.
Yeah, it's one of their standards. So, but they were. Oh, my producer's back here. You got to quit doing that to me. She's writing notes. Oh, we got stranded. Oh no. Oh, they did. Mickey. So they were on their way across there one time, and I think it was in the spring too. But they were on the bus. So Mickey and the whole band, and they got stranded out there. Same deal. Damn. And they're doing a live on their Facebook, and they're saying, "Oh, what should we play?" And I'm over there typing, "Rock Springs of Cheyenne, Rock Springs of Cheyenne."
Obviously,
obvious choice. Anyway, that's so cool. But anyway, you got my producer. She thinks I can read her lips, and after 44 years, I'm still not very good at that.
That's fair.
But she's making notes. Some things, some questions I like to ask everybody. What's one of your favorite songs that you wish you had written?
There's so many, but damn it. An easy one would be Desperados Waiting for a Train.
Oh,
Guy
yeah.
Clark.
Yeah.
I mean, I got a pile of them that I wish I wrote.
Well, Guy Clark was such a talent. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
L.A. Freeway and and the Cape.
Yep.
Oh, that's one I got to learn to play. I'm just still learning. I mean, there's a handful of Prine songs are pretty easy. Most of them are 3 or 4 chords, and I can play a handful of Prine songs, and I can play some Guy Clark songs. But the Cape is one I've yet to even really attempt. But no, there's some great songs that I would imagine that everybody wished they had written. Guy Clark wrote some great ones.
Yeah, I mean, all of Robert Earl Keen songs.
Oh yeah,
ones that
Robert Earl's got. So I mean, the Rose Hotel. And just a ton of them. So let me ask you this: what's one of your favorite venues you've ever played?
Well, that one in Holland, the Rozenknopje, I think is how an American would say it.
Yeah.
But that one was pretty far up there. The Old Quarter in Galveston, I've been lucky enough to play there a handful of times. I got another show there coming up with Hayden Redwine. That'll be his first. His first.
And we
time
got to sit down with Hayden in Boise.
Nice.
He was at the famous Motel Cowboy reunion with Cody Braun and Willie Braun, and that's where we got to meet him and sit down with him.
Nice.
Him and of course Shelby was with him and Shelby Stone, and we've interviewed Shelby before. She's going to be back at the BBR this year.
Cool.
So, but no, Hayden's a great artist. Now you said you went to the Hotel Turkey gathering. What was that all about?
It was great, man. Turkey's.
It's on my bucket list. I got to get there.
You got to go. It's awesome. There's not much out there. A bunch of farmland, and then you got the Caprock canyons, which is cool. But it's literally like it's the hometown of Bob Wills.
Right.
They do that Bob Wills Fest every year. But the focal point is just Hotel Turkey. It's a music venue. They got food. They always got something going on. They work their ass off in that place to make it go. But,
sure.
It was real cool. They had a lot of the guys that are here were down there. Ross Cooper was there.
Right.
Zach McGinn.
Have not met Zach. We're going to sit down with Ross today.
Yeah.
So
it was just kind of like a cowboy songwriter gathering,
That's cool.
It was really cool.
Yeah. We love the songwriter festival experience.
Mm-hmm.
This is great, but but what happens when you get to any kind of festival event is that half the people, everybody comes for the music, but half of them don't pay attention. I mean, they're talking and you're trying to listen to music and they're partying and they're just raising hell and that's frustrating to us. Songwriter experience, a whole different experience. When you walk into the Redbird in New Braunfels, have you played the Redbird yet?
Yeah.
What a cool place.
I trimmed Dallas's horses for him.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Well, we walked in there and someone had told us about it, and we were there when we were there.
Yeah.
And we went over to catch it. It was just an open mic night.
Yep.
And
it's on an open mic night.
What's that? It was pretty busy. And they said, that I think they had 12 or 14 artists wanting to play, and they said, "Look, here's the deal. If you've never been here, you get to play 2 songs.
Yeah.
If you drove over 100 miles, you get to play 2 songs. If you've been here and whatever, otherwise you play 1 song, get up, play your song, get up. Now, if you want to talk to the person sitting next to you, go outside.
Yeah.
If you want to talk on your phone, go outside. We're here for the music."
Yeah.
And I love that.
Those are the venues that I love because I kind of morphed into like a storyteller songwriter over the years,
Yeah.
So I pursue the listening rooms and stuff.
Yeah. Well, JD does as well because
Yeah.
JD said, I hate being in bars and people are
Oh, yeah.
loud and they're talking over you. I've told this story many times on here, but we got to interview Django Walker.
Yeah.
And Django said, Jerry Jeff told him when he said, "Look, if you're going to do this, do it because you love it.
Yeah.
Not because you have to or whatever, because you're going to be up there playing a song on stage that you wrote that means the world to you, and some jackass is going to be back there talking louder than you're playing.
Yep.
And you're going to want to whip him. And you're not going to be able to do that.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
just do it because you love it, right?
Right.
And this is why we do the podcast, because we love the music.
Yeah, for sure.
And get to share it with our friends and followers and hopefully get Zachaaron some new followers and some new fans. And that song Potato Salad, man, that's got that'll if that don't get him, I don't know what will.
Heck yeah.
All right. What another couple of questions I'd like to ask. If you could work with anyone, 2-part question, dead and alive, who would they be?
Songwriters?
Anybody. Artists, songwriters.
I would have to pick Townes Van Zandt.
Got to be a good
And
one.
he'd probably be a dick to me and cuss me out or something, but I don't care. I would have
You
to
would
write
take
a
it.
song with Townes Van Zandt. Yeah.
Yeah, how cool would that be? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And alive?
Live?
So there's still hope, right?
Yeah. Probably, either Lyle or Robert Earle.
Oh,
Probably.
either one of those would be
Yeah,
fantastic. Yeah. No, I just a big fan of both of them.
Yeah.
So, well, cool. Well, so when you leave here, you drove up here, so you've
Yep.
got you are a road warrior.
Mhm.
So
I got another couple weeks of touring around before I head back.
So where you headed from here?
Cody,
Okay.
Wyoming, and then I shoot down to Jackson,
Oh, you're going to Jackson.
and then Lander,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna go hang in DuBois
Okay.
with my friend Chris for a few days, help her out down there, and then I'm shooting down to Ruidoso and then Santa Fe, and then I'm going back.
Okay. Well, we're only 90 miles from Jackson home.
All right,
Yeah. But when are you in Jackson?
I think it's the 5th.
Yeah.
It's a new place I never played before.
We're at Cedar Edge, Colorado
Yeah.
at the Grand Mesa Songwriter Festival
Oh, cool.
with Rodney Crowell.
Nice.
Yeah, we're excited for that one. We're
Yeah,
hoping
yeah.
we get to sit down with Rodney. So
Yeah.
anyway, well, Zach, thanks for taking time to visit with us. It's been
You bet.
fun. We look forward to catching you. I'm glad we finally got to meet in person
For sure.
instead of texting. But at some point, we're going to get to come see. We'll get to see you play here.
Yep.
Hopefully,
Playing
if
at
we're not in the
6:15,
if we're not in the middle of a
I think.
damn interview. That's what happens to us. Is we
Yeah.
get here and this is what we end
Yeah,
up
yeah.
doing, and we miss some stuff. So,
You got to do it.
but we're gonna be done. So
Right on.
anyway, cool. Well, thanks for joining us.
You bet.
Much appreciated.
Thank
Hey,
you.
for Musical Miles Podcast, I'm your host, Byron Duffin, here with Zachaaron. We are in Gillette, Wyoming, of all places, at the Dusty Vaquero Days. We'll see you somewhere down the road. Adios for now. Today's episode of Musical Miles Podcast is brought to you by Roper Apparel and Footwear. Whether you're chasing songs, loading gear, or standing front row at a live show, Roper blends Western tradition with modern comfort and style. Built tough, worn proud, and ready for every mile. Roper, wear the West.